Sale-A-Bration.com, and today I wanted to show you this really pretty card using the Beautiful Peacock stamp set from the Sale-A-Bration brochure. Now you can see we're using two of our lovely colors, Pacific Point and Lemon Lime Twist, and then I have used some vellum cardstock on top. So let's get started. Okay, so I started with our Pacific Point cardstock as our base card, and that's cut to 5.5 by 8.5, and then scored at the 4 1/4 spot in the middle. And I just used my bone folder for that. And then I cut my piece of Lemon Lime Twist to 4 by 5 1/4. So for those two pieces, I'm just going to use my snail adhesive just to glue those together because they're not big, thick layering pieces. And then we're going to take our vellum cardstock. Now this is thicker than vellum paper. You can see it has a bit of thickness to it. And for this one, I actually used the Oh My Stars embossing folder. And you can see when I take this out that, look at that, the texture that it shows on there. It is so beautiful. So to adhere this piece, I'm actually going to do the pieces that go on top of it first. So you're going to see I've already pre-cut my Whisper White cardstock and my Pacific Point cardstock. Now the Whisper White cardstock, I used the Stitch Shapes framelits, and that one is just the one that's a little bit under 2.5 inches. And then to coordinate with that, I used my Layering Circles framelits, and this is the 2.5 inch, and those two go so nicely together. You can see they layer really, really nice just with a small, tiny mat. And we're going to take our Pacific Point and our Lemon Lime Twist as our ink colors. And this stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set, so you can see that all of the images are clear, nice and see-through, so it makes it really nice to stamp with because you can actually see where you're stamping. So we're going to actually start with our Lemon Lime Twist, and we're going to do the kind of the feathers of the peacock, not kind of, I guess they are. And you want to give it nice, even pressure, and then just peel it off. Look at that color and how vibrant that is. That is so pretty. So Lemon Lime Twist, and then next we're going to stamp the peacock in our Pacific Point. Now this one here, if you look through your image, you can see, now you're going to probably see my head on here, but you can see where he's supposed to stamp. So just be patient and find your spot before you lay down your stamp. Give it, again, nice even pressure and bring that back up. Now you can see I did a little oops. I find when I stamp, I like to have the stamping a little closer to me. Just makes it a little easier. So I pre-stamped one because I knew I'd probably make an oops on the video. So, okay, there it is. Magic of video. There's a beautiful one. And we're going to layer those two with our snail adhesive again. Now the snail adhesive is my most popular adhesive to use because it's quick, it's easy, and when you run out, you just pop out this part, get a refill, and pop it right into your holder. So some of the challenges of using vellum cardstock is you don't actually want the adhesive to show through. So I'm going to start to build on the vellum cardstock with my peacock layer. And I want to use some dimensionals on the back. 3 is probably good enough. Pop off those bottoms, and then you're just going to place it about here. And then for the greeting, I used a piece of Whisper White cut to 1/2 inch by 2 3/4. And I am going to use my Pacific Point ink to do that pretty greeting. And this one says, "Today is all about you." So really pretty font on that one. And it's good. I find find this one is really good for a friend card. There you go, or maybe a child's birthday or any reason really, an anniversary, a retirement. So look at how pretty that is. Now for the next step, you can either use your paper snips, or if you have it, the triple banner punch or a square punch if you have that at home, to create that little flag part. So I could easily just cut that with my snips, but just for fun, let's show you how to do it this way. So you want to center it, and then just pop that out, and you have your really nice tag part. So to adhere all of this together, I've already raised this layer here. So I'm actually going to put the little tag on top of it. So you don't want to put a dimensional on here. We're just going to use some snail adhesive on that piece. And then we're going to do a couple of dimensionals in the middle, and then one at the end, like that. And see how I am building my whole vellum piece before I adhere it. And you're going to see why in a second. So I'm going to glue that on there. And that is really, really crooked. Did you see how I did that? All right, let's try that. Take two. Is that a little better? I think that's a bit better. Okay, so now here is your trick. The vellum doesn't need to be glued in all four corners. What we're going to glue is just the pieces that we've already covered. So I'm going to use my snail just to give it some adhesive to keep it into place. And then I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen, which is really one of my favorite adhesives now. I use it every time I have something a little bit heavier. This is a bit of a heavier layer. You're going to just use it. You don't want to put it too close to the edges of your circle, because then it's just going to ooze out. So you can do it this direction here, and then that will give it a really, really good glue to keep it all together. All right, so there you go. So what do you think? This stamp set, again, is one of our Sale-A-Bration stamp sets, and it is one that you can get absolutely free for a $60 order. So a minimum $60 order gets you this stamp set for free during our Sale-A-Bration sale, which is till the end of March. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a comment or a thumbs up or a like, and tell me what else you would like to see, or tell me what questions you have. So thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video. So I forgot one step, so I just wanted to come back for a short minute and just show you. You can actually pop on some rhinestones, and the rhinestones have adhesive on the back already, and it just adds that little bit of bling to your peacock feathers. And I use my paper snips just to carry the rhinestone over to my card. So there you go. So that just adds that extra little bling bling. Thank you so much.